Gamers, considering the position of where critical is, he's not going to use it straight off the bat. Maybe they...
Phoenix ulting.
One off res. Plus one dead B main.
Nice.
I have res. One more is B main, I think.
Dead cat.
Nice.
Res him. Oh, I thought that was it. Oh my god.
No one pushed through A.
He's pushing cat.
Nice. No heal. No heal.
Go man. He's mid. Wait, that means we have B. Oh, two cat though. What gun did he have, Jake? What type of phantom color?
Prime.
Swinging one way or the other. We'll see whether or not they can break the trend here, or whether Built by Gamers will yet again put a double on the board.
Just two ultimates available for now, at least. The two cosmic divides for the two Astras. And Complexity now taking a lot of the space in mid. There isn't going to be much chance for Built by Gamers to stop this from coming in. What they can really do is just sit at the back on the fountain to see who's made their way in. But a lot of control on A main. J-Cool's pushed. He's found absolutely nothing. And Bjorn with this judge is going to catch onto Val. And the headshot is clean, though, from the Astra. They're not going to expect J-Cool in this spot. And it is a Sheriff. It's not the best weapon to do this with. Can't even get one.
Bit of a shame. That was the impact that they were looking for. They wanted to stunt this push on in. Will, alright, he's in a good position to do so. And as he pops down the hot hands, it'll be the held position for Val that is able to do quite a bit of damage. You can see ohai over towards the spike in a really critical position, as you see a lot of those players backing on up, going towards
I'm about to get sucked.
They want an entrance.
Tread trimming, flash out. Out, heaven dead. One more out, dead, last one out. Oh my god! Let's fucking go, baby!
He get a triple for that one. And oh, it's Christmas come early for the side of Complexity as they've broken the double back and forth. They'll get a triple round in a row. And J. Cruel, he'll head just very narrowly at the top of the leaderboard for his team. But he has had major impact throughout last map. He's coming to this map, he's brought the fire, and ohai wants to join him. Built by Gamers, they definitely want to be able to try and have an answer for it, as they will take that round. We'll see whether or not that can continue.
The Eldron's going to come in. It's going to get a lot of information. A couple of players there. Hunter's Fury from Profi trying to catch the Silver off as he's in a stalled position. Now the Killjoy lockdown is going to come in on the defense side as well as the offense. A bit of a Venn diagram of stuff happening at the moment. And with all the maps, Raka connects onto 3. ohai cleans up, makes sure that the Jet can't get all that much more. I wanted that response out of Raka. And we saw it come in nicely. 2 players alive for Complexity. There is a res still. They can bring this to a 3 versus 4. They don't have any other ultimates to work with right now.
Well, they want to see whether or not anyone is within close proximity, and they aren't just yet. That drone will confirm surely that Poach is there, swinging on out is ohai. And he'll also bring up balance. Okay, we're speaking about whether this is possible here, and they've made it ever so possible, especially with Profi able to get 1. That means that we're able to get into a 3v2 situation, no plant down, so the time really is against them. It's up to Built by Gamers now. Can they play this the way that they need to? They think that a rotate might be happening, but they're going to come flanking around towards B main. Spike will slowly drift through.
Do it. Oh fuck, I fucked it up. There's a gap though.
Be backside.
Come dancing on over.
Holding side.
No one will be spotted.
Gonna play safe.
That definitely means
You hear
that
one
it's
team,
clear for them. This is possible.
Slowing lane. Staying default, he's already out.
Pulling him.
Holding top stairs, nice. Okay. They might double up lane.
I have a thing as a simple
I can see this happening.
Walled to walk upstairs.
Dead lane.
Nice. I have your left.
Dead.
Nice.
Let's fucking go, baby! Get the fuck off me!
Couple of kills there from ohai is able to win it out as the last kill on both of these rounds. Whether it's a triple or whether it's a double, your man ohai, he wants the top spot.
And all off the back of Raka actually coming in nicely with the backstab. ohai was the one that made sure that that Blade Storm ultimate wasn't going to completely decimate Complexity. And the other thing that I want to highlight that was really good, Complexity were in a 2 versus 4. Ohai got that initial kill, brought it to a 4 versus 3, then brought in the 3 versus 3, brought in the res to make it on as even, and then they executed onto the site. Just getting that kill to make sure there was more of a chance before they dedicated with that res. Worldwide Gamers didn't really have a response to it overall. Worldwide Gamers want to bring this to another round of overtime if they can. It's on their attack, and immediately this utility out to put that pressure in onto mid. It's going to force that sage wall up, and the stun actually coming in. I still wins that duel. I really don't know how, but he's still holding on, but fully flashed. Will take him out.
Good trade there by Will, but these numbers are dwindling very quickly for Built by Gamers. Good flick by J. Cruel. He'll put Will in the dirt, and that is the very final round that Complexity needed to capitalize.
And it has to be Neptune every time that seems to answer it out now. I compared it early on in this series. There's a bit of G2-ness in Rise when it comes to the riffing, the mid-round, and the improvisation plays to just find so much impact and so much success. And the main port of call for that has been Neptune. A run it back is available on his defense. I'm going to be pushing with it early on. He's just going to be playing from Trey as the Odin spam is constant overall. Derek actually had a Vandal by his side. Is going to switch over. Valorant just watching and waiting. Complexity have been trying to hit B consistently. The Blade Storm has been activated, but not really much has been done up until this point for Complexity. They're just sort of loitering outside B main and not pushing anywhere else.
Oh, thread the needle, Shanks. That's a nice shot. And he'll shut him down. The Battle Sage with the op in hand works very, very well. That's the opening kill there for Complexity. Although we've seen both teams walk away with opening kills and get punished in the latter round. And that's where that lockdown will come out. And as they rain it out, they're not really taking advantage of it just yet. They needed some smokes. They needed to get this back aside. And as Derek is caught out on the crust, or the crest rather, of that lockdown, they're able to get full side control as the defenders scramble to try and take place.
Placing swarm grenade.
Problem here though for Complexity is everybody's playing on the site. Rice can easily check some of these angles, get a look into B main, see that it's clear. They run it back. Cosmic Divide used at the same time. It split up this site and it's forcing Complexity to face a little bit further forward than maybe they're comfortable with. Ohai is a nice position though, catches onto the top of poise. There's so many angles to look at, but still finds a way to clean it up. It was a much needed round for Complexity to take. They were under a hell of a lot of pressure with 2 ultimates thrown their way. But that boost, I gotta say, from Ohai with the Sage Wall, I mean, it completely blew Rise out the water. They didn't expect him to be there.
And even when they did manage to get the call, he just managed to 180. And anyone that came through the cloudburst, he was ready for MC. I mean, just in that moment. Good replay there, of course. And shout out to a beautiful observer. Using all of that utility, knowing very well that they were staring down the barrel of match point there. They've been able to push it a bay just for now, but you're right, it's still not done and dusted. This is still match point for Complexity. They need to push this into OT, and the one player that can surely do that is J. Crawl, operator in hand, Blade Storm as well. Ryan, this can't be the last round.
I love the fact that over on A main you can hear the Ares still spraying over on B. Now Neptune had a great stride in his step when he pushed down B main last time, but he's only going to find AGM lurking in that spot. Poised, utility is going to clear him off the angle. It must be a call that it's going to be an A hit, but it's still Rise trying to take these little jewels around the map. AGM looking in the opposite direction. Calypso finds the kill, gets that neural theft. It's going to show all 4 of these surviving plays of Complexity over on A. They've got to hit it.
Blade Storm in hand for J. Cruel. He wants that control, but he's not going to give it up. He's going to close the doors instead. He wants to go up to heaven, make God plays himself. And now he has to operate. He can
I need someone to shoot my dart.
on this particular angle. But they're going
Fucking
to
winnable.
One flank.
Right, there we go.
You guys need to fight that.
They're
They're gonna try to come out flank. One dead door.
Get on the corner.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get off Unity.
Ohai's hiding.
I'm holding him in.
He'll get poised, but it's very
Nice.
Nice. Help him. Ohai, man.
Wait, one aim in.
One aim in.
Get him in.
Jen!
And he's able to get a 1v1. This is match point here. What
can they do? Spike is raining down with the time at hand.
Yes! Let's fucking go! Oh! Get the fuck off me, bitch! Let's fucking go!
Dominating flawless map after map after map until they made it to these grand finals. And Ryan, we can't understate this enough. They were the favorites going into this. They had flawless worked their way through the bracket, and Complexity had their number no matter what they did.
Yeah, Complexity started this tournament with a little pickup of Profi on their Battlefy page, I think it was. And a lot of people were interested to see what this player was going to do, and the answer was a good amount. Not only individually, but the rest of Complexity rose up to match the impact that he had. It's sad, and it really came down to Neptune right at the end having to clutch it out. Only so much he could do. We were looking at Shanks, we were looking at Poised and Calypso. It was nice to see him really remind people how strong of a player he can be, certainly in big playoff moments like this one. But looking at Complexity, them succeeding in this way makes me really hopeful for them going into the Valorant Champions Turn Stage 3, and of course the Summer Showdown that will be happening in August.
I wanted to sing a few praises for ohai, who really surprised me. A lot of impactful frags, good positioning, good read and game sense of the situation here and there. So that's probably my MVP of this particular round, or rather of this particular series. Who's yours? I know you were hyping J. Cruel. I'm on the ohai train just a little bit.